not seeing anything. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, it's working now. See. Oh, it's working now. See. Oh, it's working now. Oh, God. I gotta kill the sound. Hold on, guys. Okay, that's fine. I gotta be able to see what it's saying. Okay. So I have been having some fun. Now I'm not sure if it's even connected. It must be because I am seeing somebody on there. Well, no, that's me. I'm seeing me on there. Oh, that's nice. Let's see if I can say hi. Hi, Julie. Yay. Okay, let me go over to Facebook real quick and I'll let... Okay. I'm live now on YouTube. I think I'm on Facebook too. If I did it right, I am. Okay. And Facebook. So I have two. And Facebook. I think. If anybody else does come on, let me know you're here. Okay. Post it. And I'm getting ready to lose my battery life anyway. Am I getting... Oh, well. Okay. Well, hopefully somebody will notice that I'm live now and they'll come and join in and say hi. I'm going to go ahead and unplug the power from this and put it on this. It's supposed to be streaming on both channels, but I think it's only streaming on YouTube right now because I'm not seeing anything saying I'm streaming. Okay. So if anybody wants to join in now, that would be great. Let me see. And make sure one more thing. Where's that at? That's not it. That ain't gonna do it. And there is nothing there to press. See, I'm supposedly multi-streaming. Add a destination. Oh, see, it didn't take. That's why. Multi-stream is not supported. Okay. So I have to pay for it, is what it's telling me. And I'm not paying for it. So hopefully this time it actually gets connected and it stays on there. It's supposed to. The other one disappeared. I don't know if I was actually online or not. So I will do this again just to be sure that I'm actually online. And this time I've got my phone on so I can see if anybody else joins in the chat at all, because I didn't see anybody before. But then my stuff is all blocked out by my color too, so it's kind of hard to see. So, name change day. I'm going to go through it again for anybody, because nobody obviously saw it before because I had nobody connected and it didn't save it. I tried to save it I thought if I hit persistent, it would save it, but I think it was just doing it live, if it was doing it at all, and I didn't see anybody come online at all the whole time I was doing it. Now I just sent a message to Facebook to say, hey, I am live on YouTube, so folks will know that I'm here if they want to join in. Let me go ahead and I will send a chat to, let's see, I'm live on YouTube. Let's see if Jen wants to join in. I'm live on YouTube. Hey. Okay, there you go. I'm trying to get other people to join in, but, So, if you are just watching this, subscribe and like, of course. So today was kind of important to me. I got my name changed permanently. So now I am Juliet. Carol Jolly. So I'm introducing myself. I am in New Mexico, so I'll tell you a little bit about how it works here. It's going to be different where you are in the world. If you're not in New Mexico, if you are in New Mexico, it's going to be the same all over the state. You just have a different set of forms to fill out depending on what district court you're using. So for here in New Mexico, you can either go to the district court and get the forms, or you can go online and you can download them. Easy, easy, easy. There's about 4 pages you have to fill in. They're all basically duplicates of each other. You just writing down what your old name is and what your new name is. Be very careful. Make sure that you write your name the way you want it, because if you type it incorrectly, you're going to have to go back and change it all again. You're going to have to go do all the court stuff again. It's $134 court cost for your to file and get your court date. Okay, that's for the court. Now, once you file and you get your court date, they're going to give you back one of your forms with a court date on it and the court and the case number and everything. You're going to have to take that and verbatim give that to the newspaper in your local area so that they can post it on 2 separate days, 1 day a week for 2 days. Okay? It has to be verbatim. What they're going to do then is they will send you an affidavit in the mail and they'll email it to you. You're going to take that affidavit, and it was $126, by the way, to go ahead and post in the Santa Fe newspaper. You'll take that affidavit and you will send that to the courthouse either through email, or you'll take it over there and drop it off at the county clerk's office. And then you're going to, hold on, I can't believe I did that. Okay, there. I want to see where I am. And then you have to sit back and wait for your court date. On your court date, the judge is going to ask you a few questions just to make sure of what you're doing and you know what you're doing. And then he'll go ahead and sign it, and you'll have to come back in that afternoon and go ahead and pick up your form. That form, you'll pick up that form, and that will be what you're going to use to change all your IDs and so forth. Okay? You're going to have to pay to buy some signed notarized copies. They're $1.35 each from the court. 35 cents each if you're going to do just a copy. I would do the signed notarized ones because you're going to need those for the driver's license bureau, the Social Security card people, your birth certificate, all your official documents. Now, when you go to change your credit cards, your telephone number, stuff like that, you just show them your ID once you've gone ahead and changed it. Okay? And expect it's not going to be overnight. I had to call Social Security today because I can't just go down there. And even if I could, I'd still have to wait for it to come in the mail. And I'm also going to have to wait to go to the driver's license bureau because of COVID right now. I had to set up an appointment, and I can't get there until the middle of the month. for my appointment with them. And then my birth certificate is a little bit weird. In New Mexico, I'd be set because I could change my gender marker. In Louisiana, where I was born, I have to show them proof that I had surgery. Well, I haven't had my surgery yet, so that's a no-go. But I can get my name changed. I just have to send them the name change paperwork from the court. Now, the paperwork that they require is what they call triple certified. So I have to take that form once I get it, and I have to mail that to the Louisiana folks, the vitals department. And they'll go ahead and make the changes, and they'll send me back a new birth certificate with those changes. But like I said, I can't change the gender ID. That'll have to come later. And with Louisiana, it's costing me $50 just to do the one thing. I don't know what it's going to cost for the state just to redo my driver's license name. If I'm going to have to pay so much, or if it's just going to be like a replacement. I think it'll cost like a replacement ID. Now, that was my day. I had a lot of fun. Celebrated with my friends, Rianne and Jan. And if y'all come and listen to this later, thank you so much for being there for me, guys. Gals, sisters. That's what we like to call ourselves. We try to be here for each other. All of us trans girls try to stick together if we can. So, thank you so much. Jan's probably one of my very best friends. Well, she's not just probably, she is one of my very best friends in the entire world. And then Rianne's been there for me and gave me a bed to sleep on. And I thank her for that. And I don't think there's any way I could ever pay her back enough for that. I will help you put up your porch, though. If I could do that for you, that would be great, because I think that would be a good payback for you. And I have done that kind of stuff before, so I don't have an issue with it at all. If you need my help, I'll definitely get in there and help you do it, just like I did with the entertainment center. I'll help you out. But I have other friends too that have been there for me through this whole thing. As you know from my last videos, I have a lot of homophobia at my house. When I came out, I learned of it then. I did not know how bad it was until that point. So I still go see my kids on the weekends. I see my little girl and my two boys. I spent the last couple of weekends with my little girl planting a garden in the backyard because she wanted flowers and she wants to do it as a high school project. So me and her went back there and we cleared the gardens out and cleaned up the rose bushes and threw away all the trash that was in the backyard, which was wow. I still got to take a big load to the dump. But that's neither here nor there. So I do try to do things with them. I make it so where my boys can get on Roblox and they have Robux to play their game with, so they can buy little things in the game. I kind of think it's silly because I grew up at the age where we had video games that we bought the video game. We didn't have to buy anything else for the video game after we bought it. You just bought the video game and you had it. Other stuff you won in the game as you played. The better you got, the more stuff you got. Now it seems like, you just give us $1 here, $5 there, and we'll give you some more crystals or money or whatever in the game, and then you can play more. I don't know. In-app purchases just don't make sense to me, but that's fine. If that's what they want to do with their time, I help them out if I can on paydays and stuff. And I'll go this weekend. I'll probably end up buying them a dragon for their Dragon Mania game that they love so much. So, Yeah, that's my weekends anyway. And usually my ex stays away from me during that time. At least, oh gosh, I hope so. She she really hurts my feelings sometimes, and I can't be around her. If I am, I come back and I'm totally stressed out at that point. I really, I'm all okay, Cupid, trying to find somebody if I can that I can share with. Since I can't find anybody, I'm going to share with everybody else on the internet. Whatever. And you can write me comments. Mm-hmm. We all need each other right now. Just remember, there is a suicide hotline out there. There is a trans suicide hotline for us girls that have that issue. And remember, you're not alone. That's the one thing I've learned with my friends is I'm not alone. There are people out there I can talk to. If there's not, then I have the hotlines to go to. I fortunately haven't had to, but if I needed them, I would. I have to be there for my kids. I have to be there for my little girl when she graduates next year, and I have to be there for my boys when they graduate here in another 6 or 7 years. They're starting middle school after next year, and then they're off to high school. So it's about 7 more years, and they'll be done, and they'll be off to college too. I can't believe my little girl has grown up so fast. She was born December the 18th, 2002, and it seems like it was yesterday that I was helping change her diaper. I always had no issue getting in there and working with the big poopy diapers and cleaning the poop off the walls. Don't even ask about that one. She decided that she was going to paint the walls. I'm sure most parents can remember something like that happening. This time with poop, for me it was crayons when I was a kid. I decided to do my big wall mural in my closet and amaze my mom, who wasn't so much more amazed as upset with me for drawing on her wall with crayons. So, we all have to stick together. And I said it earlier when I tried to do this video one time before, and I messed it all up. So I don't even think it even went out. If it did, it was live and it didn't stay. I'm hoping that this would get saved, but there was nobody connected, so nobody even saw it. They say Black Lives Matter, but honestly, it's everybody's lives matter in the end. In the end, we're all the same. We're not really any one color. We're just all one big mix on this planet. We all share the planet together, and we all should love each other together. Because just like anything else, in the end, it's just us. Or in the end, maybe there's nothing. I hope there's something. And I really, really honestly believe that there is something in the end. And I think it has to do with the Lord God, the Lord Christ. But it's all, it's something we're not going to know until we die. But like I said, right now we're all together in this world, and we all need to share it. And we all need to take care of each other. And that doesn't mean putting your knee on somebody's neck until they can't breathe anymore. And you notice I didn't say onto a black man's neck. It's on to anybody. It might not have been a black man on that ground. It could have just been, it could have been somebody of Asian descent. It could have been me on that ground, a trans woman. It could have been just about anybody. Anybody that they distrusted, that person distrusted or disliked for some reason, or was scared of. And to tell you the truth, most of the time, I think it's because they're scared. And that's their way, of showing their manlyhood or their womanlyhood or whatever at the time. All I can tell people is it's your right. It's my right to do what I do. It's my right to be who I am. It's your right to protest. It's a God-given right, and it's given to you in our Constitution, okay? In our Bill of Rights here in the United States. And nobody can take that away from us. But it doesn't mean you can go break windows and take stuff and just be a child, like certain people in the White House. Just, if you're going to protest, protest. Take a knee. Do what you got to do to get people to listen. But stealing stuff isn't going to get people to listen. All they're going to do is be upset with you then. It doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help the neighborhoods at all. It doesn't help get the point across. And I think over the years that point has gotten blurred. Some folks want it to be that it's only a black person thing. Well, yes, it has been. And yes, they have been persecuted all through history. And I think it's wrong. Now, that's my perspective. I'm a white person, obviously. Now, here's the thing. Nobody's white and nobody's black. I mean, think about what the color black is. We're all different shades of color. And honestly, if we saw black and white, there'd just be different shades of gray in the end. But that's a God-given thing, being able to see color and being able to distinguish color. But color has nothing to do with who a person is at all. They've proven that. There is nothing to do with genetics when it comes to color. And I don't care what you think. Anybody in the world, no matter what color they are, can be just as smart as anybody else. And they can get just as far as anybody else. But when one race of human beings decides to hold somebody back for so many years, it affects them. And you can see that. It's happened, and people have been held back, and that can't happen anymore. That needs to stop. It's sad. I caught myself crying when I saw him on the ground with a knee on his neck. I couldn't. I mean, even now I got to stop myself because I'll start crying again. I could see myself in that position, and I know what it would be like, and it's scary. And I don't want anybody to ever be in that position, ever. And I gotta stop myself, and I'm gonna start crying. Anyway, I've done this video like 3 times. This is the 3rd time. Hopefully this time takes on YouTube. I got one on Facebook. It's basically the same thing. I just wanted to come on and talk mainly about my name change and how happy I was for people to celebrate it. I had even people in my office that made me a cake and some cupcakes. That was wonderful. I left the picture out in the car. I'd show you what the cake looked like. Actually, I'll post it later. I do have it. It's saved in my phone. I'll have to put it up on Facebook for anybody that wants to check it out. Nobody's coming online to ask me any questions, so that's fine. That's fine. It's late. Oh, you crazy thing. What are you doing? Oh, my phone's trying to play my YouTube. Okay. So it's already 11 o'clock at night in New Mexico. We're on mountain time. So in the rest of the world is even further along. Where my sister is, she's on Central Time. So it's midnight there. I think I'm going to go to bed. I am really beat. Like I said, I am tired. I did a lot of running around today besides celebrating, so I'm really tired out from it, and I do have to work tomorrow night. And then again, I get to go see my kids on the weekend again, so that'll be fun. Just love each other, okay? Take care of each other. I'll post this up on the group channel too, for those folks to see it. And know that I love you. And good night.